President making these unfounded allegations? I mean, this is pretty nuts, isn't it? The President's accusing somebody of possible murder. The family is pleading with the President to please stop unfounded conspiracy theories. Why is he doing it?
Well, I would note that the President said this morning that this is not an original Trump thought, and it is not. In fact, 2003 on Don Imus's show, it was Don Imus and Joe Scarborough that joked about killing an intern.
Well, tell me what I need to do.
Well, no, you're doing great. I mean, don't be afraid to be funny.
Okay.
Because you are funny. That was I asked you why you weren't in Congress. You said you'd had sex with the intern, then you had to kill her.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty risky to say.
What are you going to do?
So it could be.
Joked and laughed about it. So that was, I'm sure, pretty hurtful to Lori's family. And Joe Scarborough himself brought this up with Don Imus, and Joe Scarborough himself can answer.
He's the President of the United States, and he's accusing somebody of possibly murder. I mean, this is different. He's not a private citizen. He's the President.
Yeah, and Joe Scarborough, if we want to start talking about false accusations, we have quite a few we can go through about Mika asserting.
I'm asking about the President's allegation.
And I'm replying to you and saying this morning, as recently, I believe it was this morning or yesterday, Mika accused the President of being responsible for 100,000 deaths in this country. That's incredibly irresponsible. They've dragged his family through the mud. They've made false accusations that I won't go through, that I would not say from this podium, against the President of the United States, and they should be held to account for their falsehoods. Joe Scarborough should be held to account for saying people will die by taking hydroxychloroquine. Never mind the millions of Americans and people across the world who take it for rheumatoid arthritis and other reasons. There are a litany of false headlines like Mika.
The President spreading a false conspiracy theory that suggests that he's responsible for murder?
I would point you back to Joe Scarborough, who laughed and joked about this item on Don Imus's show. It's Joe Scarborough that has to answer these questions. Stephen.
I'm going to read the name really quickly. Timothy Sotis wrote, quote, conspiracy theorists, including most recently the President of the United States, continue to spread their vile and misinformation on the platform, disparaging the memory of my wife. Why won't the President give this widower peace and stop tweeting about this conspiracy theory involving his wife? Why can't this widower get peace from the President?
I've already asked and answered this question, and our hearts are with Lori. And I think the onus is on Joe Scarborough to explain his interaction with Don Imus and his laughing on this very matter on Don Imus's show. Chanel.
The widower is talking specifically about the President. Are you not going to answer that?
Warrants. So going back to the Quistridis family, I think is how you pronounce it, the Florida family. They have asked the President, the widower has asked the President in that letter to stop talking about this and for Twitter to take down those tweets. I just wanted to ask you, is the President asking for law enforcement to reopen this cold case? Is that what he's intending? Is he going to ask the DOJ to reopen something? What is he asking for when he talks about the cold case?
Yeah, I don't have any future announcements on the President's action, but I would just refer everyone, for those of you who haven't heard it, go back and listen to the Don Imus soundbite. It was very callous. It was very cruel. And I think laughing and joking about the death of an intern is really uncalled for. And I think that's something we can all agree to. Thank you all very much.